I'm Alex Mirza. I'm the founder of Mogul. And our venture is tackling the most challenging problem in our industry, which is talent, and the shortage of talent in our properties and in hospitality worldwide. We have assembled a team that has been in the industry for many decades, including the former head of HR at Fairmont and Starwood, the top executive search recruiter in hospitality, the top scientist in terms of assessing people and placing talent around the world, a leading travel technologist, and others. And our experience is quite deep in boutique and luxury hospitality. And one of the things that our experience has taught us, which is intuitive to most of you because you come from the industry, is that our business is a people business. And the service profit chain is alive and well. Employee engagement directly translates into profits. And there's a very high correlation and a lot of evidence around this, and it's proven. And yet, I come to you today, and here we are facing a historic talent crisis in our business. There are 1 million unfilled positions in hotels today in the US alone. Globally, that number is quite large. It's 330 million people. 1 out of 10 people in the world work in our industry, and it's growing to 350 billion in the next 3 years due to a record pipeline. And I think the industry is kind of experiencing what we call this wheel of misfortune. And it all starts with a generic job description that has no basis in categorical search, an intense manual screening process that takes about 14 weeks to hire a hotel GM or an executive in a property. You give up, you end up placing the job with a search firm. They charge 30 to 40%. They don't do proper assessments by job family that are anywhere near specific to the role or the market or the product or the type of real estate or the owner they may be working with or the brand. And once they get there, there's a lack of training and systems in place and a lack of tools. We don't have anything in our industry like a flight simulator to be a hotel GM. No such thing exists today. So go online and take that course at one of those hospitality schools and good luck. Doesn't surprise us then, it shouldn't, that the turnover rate is 73.8%. That's fact in our industry. And guess what? It's showing up in our cost structure. Labor was 29% of a P&L in 1980. It is now 45% of a full-service hotel. So that's the wheel of misfortune. And guess who's making a lot of money on it? And it kind of reminds me of back when I was head of strategy at Starwood Hotels, a startup called Starwood Hotels. And a company like Expedia emerged on the horizon, and our chairman, Barry Sternlicht, said, we got to do something about this guy, Barry Diller. He's stealing our inventory. Well, take a look at who's stealing our talent. And they're doing it at a very high cost, and it's in their interest for there to be more and more turnover, because that's how these platforms make money. So one more thing as we complete our diagnosis, which is when we look outside hospitality, we see these incredible brands emerging that are category leaders, and what do? They don't just celebrate talent, they make people the brands. You know what your Peloton instructor eats, you know where your SoulCycle instructor travels, and you certainly know their favorite music or their genre. And it's in fact led to record sales or music sales of emerging artists, created entirely new markets. But in our industry, we don't do that. We did it a little bit with celebrity chefs, but we don't really celebrate our people. We kind of try to hide them. We think that has to change. So who are the moguls of hospitality? We kind of thought we knew who the moguls were. Dictionary says it's the rich people who are influential and powerful and all that. And, but that's not who the moguls are. The moguls are the people who work in the properties. They're the brand ambassadors, they're customer-driven people, they're community leaders, they're globally minded, and they're local activists. And we want to show you a good example of a mogul at a property that we're familiar with in China. So what are we going to do about this problem? We started our company with our data scientists, 2 PhDs, and who are experts in this, and we built an assessment platform. We spent the past few years rolling that out and addressing over 1 million people in 10 job families. It's very specific to hospitality, and it covers everybody, from a housekeeper all the way to the general manager. We have covered 30,000 hires. We're tracking 11,000 of them right now, over 30 countries. And guess what? Our platform alone is worth 7 to 9%, about $800,000 a year in profit improvement for a full-service hotel, directly resulting from retention, training, and really having a pipeline of talent and knowing where to deploy and allocate that. We took our time to figure out what we do with that data and that learning. Clearly there's some value to the assessment, but that's in and of itself not enough. So we have developed a three-dimensional talent platform. The first part of it is a networking platform that enables one to be a mogul. And this is people who work in any industry, including those in transition. Last year we lost 190,000 jobs in this country in retail. A lot of talent out there, but they don't have a vehicle or a way to transition into our business. The second is that we built a curated private talent marketplace, not a job board, curated and private. We're going to show that to you in a few minutes. Very specific for hospitality with a categorical search and AI built into it for our business. And the third is a meta search platform that celebrates people and recognizes them and enables properties to showcase their talent. Our Moguls of Hospitality is our networking platform and our app, and the content is unique for hospitality. It's by the hospitality industry, but it's for the world. So for example, we would have content on behind the scenes of a meeting or event being organized, like the Golden Globe at the Beverly Hilton, and just allow the team to shoot that and share that experience with the world. It's also a learning zone that is experiential with user-generated content and far more practical, shorter types of learning, which are both in venue and online. And then we enable people to tell their story and create their own little video, in addition to the networking that you're all aware of on other platforms. Our booking engine, StayMogul, recognizes and celebrates talent as your host, and it features up to 8 individuals in each property, and it covers hotels, alternative accommodation, event space, and workspace. It also enables you to leave a one-to-one review and a tip for any of those key staff, and you can also enlist moguls. We're running short on time, but we're going to try to still show.
We are mogulrecruiter.com. Let's see how it works. Say you're looking for a general manager in New York City. To start, simply create a job within your dashboard and add all the basic details. Next, you'll enter a job title, location, required experience you need, key market experience with a brief description of the role that you're hiring for. Select from the key experience checklist that's specific to hospitality. Select your hotel type, size, location, brand segment experience, and real estate type. Mark your change experience preferences for the role, such as pre-opening, rebranding, or renovation. Identify the critical areas of expertise that you need and the budget that you have for the role, including salary, bonus, incentives, and more. Then you can publish your job. We have your hospitality moguls. Find them on mogulrecruiter.com.
So in conclusion, our business model is a SaaS subscription business model. A property subscribes to Mogul Recruiter. It receives StayMogul, and those bookings are actually free on StayMogul. And then the property also gets to advertise on Moguls of Hospitality. So it's a low-cost disruption, and we're expanding right now in 1,700 hotels in 10 countries. Thank you.